Hello Inuit, welcome to the channel. What I'm doing is we're walking down to have a look at the Black Boy Fountain. That's what we're doing. Down to Stirling. The Black Boy Fountain. Because we have had, basically what I'm talking about is how our culture and history is being erased systematically, that word that they like to use. Well, we can use that word as well, systematically. And it's, so the Black Boy Fountain is, the Black Boy Fountain is an example of something that probably will get knocked down. Look, the cones! We must praise the cones! Look! The cones! The traffic cone god! The god of traffic cones! Praise the god of traffic cones. So, I am currently in a bit of an argument on Facebook, on the old Stirling page, with a couple of, well, one of them's bailed out. Two academics. When I say academics, well, I'm referring to people who have been to university. They've got a degree. So that's another thing that's been devalued in our culture for corporate greed. So it's a big money making scam, is the university gravy train. And the most pernicious element of it is it pushes socialism, communism, green communism, whilst enriching the elite. So that would be the principle. The people pushing the green communism, corporate greed. So, I must say, I went up there the other day and it's a wonderful looking place, Stirling University of Stirling. It really is. God, I'm knackered already. Hi! Now, which way do we go? That way? Could go anyway, like we could go that way. Or that way. Just think. We'll go this way and we'll come back the other way. It's like a circle. So that's what this video essentially is about. That's as far as I understand it to be. It might change. You've got to start somewhere. So we're going to the Black Boy Fountain, which is down. Right. Down Stirling. Yeah. People don't like to talk, they're not very friendly, but I suppose maybe they don't want to be videoed. I'm not entirely sure if they realise I'm videoing. I sort of do it in a sort of discreet way. It looks like I could be doing a video call with somebody. So, my proposition is that the Black Boy Fountain will get knocked down. within the next 5 to 10 years. So there's two elements. Well, there is two elements. There's obviously more than two elements. There's so the Scottish government, the funding process is what we're talking about. Funding. Who funds the local councils? Scottish government. So it's a devolved power, and the money comes from the British government, and the Scottish government hands it out to the councils. So there's all these different councils. I don't know how many councils there is in Scotland. So without being told, I don't totally have all the ins and outs of this, but it seems like the Scottish government starves the councils of funding. I would say probably, yeah. So you've got a sort of leftist. So what I was talking about was green communism, and on the old Sterling page, Ross Greenshields and this Ian McRobbie character, both academics, ridiculed me for me suggesting that the Stirling Council had green communists in it. So their argument against me is, or it seems to be, that it's quite ridiculous to suggest that, you know, there's green communists. And I'm going to try this because there's Tories in it, so Conservative Party, and there's Labour, and there's SNP. There's SNP, and there's Tory, Conservative, and Labour in the Stirling Council. So they've sort of ridiculed my proposition that they can't be green communists because they're, you know, I suppose because they're not the Scottish Green Party. Where are we today? Jamie Cunningham. Right now, where am I right now? We're in sometimes you've got to watch me go on these little paths because you land up taking long. We're in St Ninians, Stirling, right now. What happens if we go down here? Right, we'll go down this path here. I'm not exactly entirely sure the route I'm going to take. Where are we? We are in St Ninians. So what it is, so they tried to take me into this argument. So that's what people do. I wouldn't mind if we dram you. Hi. Taupe. They take you into Georgia, right? They take you into a different room for an argument, metaphorically. That's what I mean. They take you into a different room so they can have an argument with you. It's like they'll kick you in a different room. So you've got to make sure you don't land up getting... I almost got dragged into that other room, you see. So what I'm saying is the Scottish government has funding only for... Now here's an example here actually. This was a underpass. So they blocked it all off. Bricked it up. So there's an underpass in there. And that would, the idea would be, well, these paths and everything. If you look at Cumbernaul's like that, that you would be safe. And the traffic up here would be doing something like 50 miles per hour because of the dual carriageway. So that was part of the notion that you go to work quickly and efficiently and earn money and make a better life for yourself. That's so they put this fucking thing in instead, this pedestrian crossing. So they put this fucking thing in, right? A wee tram. So we'll just pop over. Maybe I should press the button. Somebody just put an inappropriate comment in. Woo. Right, so the St Onions Church. Now, so I'll have to block this person. It's because there's certain words. I don't particularly want to block people. I think if you're going to have you have to have a reasonably civilised discussion. So he offended my country, the British Isles, and he also offended. Well, I said something like about masturbation. Right, so it's dumb. And he's gone. That's St Onions Church. It's all another thing, yeah, it's all locked up, you can't go in there. Well, you can, climb over the wall. Health and safety. Because they don't have any money to spend on it. Well, they do, that's the whole point, is that they do have the money. And so this is typical, that house, that lady in there. She'll be part of the demographic, middle class. She's on her own. She's near a hospital. She's near a hospital, so that's a handy thing. Somebody said something foreign. I don't know what it means. There's a fucking electric car. Fucking shite. Right. So numpties and numbies living there. I mean, it's like, this is quite expensive here. Like that house would be quite expensive. That really been out of our time in it? Fucking ding dong. What's happened to them? What the fuck's happened to the wheel bins? Somebody's not good at driving, eh? Or it's been delivery or something. Saab convertible. And it's just, where am I? So we're going down to look at this. We're going down to look at this fountain, the Black Boy fountain, and right. The Black Boy fountain is what we're going to look at. Miserable cunt. Say hello to somebody's. This is what our society's becoming. It's becoming cold, distant. Nobody gives a fuck about anyone. You know, what the fuck he's doing? Is he electric? Reading the meter? Is that what he's doing? Miserable bastard. Right. So also got to keep cool, keep cool, keep cool. Right, what we seem to end up talking about when we do these videos is potatoes. So I have found a bit about it. So obviously because a lot of the viewers, a lot of the people who join are American, so a lot of them are anti-British. It seems to be that way, which is unusual since we're supposed to be allies. I mean, what the fuck? We're supposed to be allies, and you lot give me that anti-British shit all the time. What the fuck? What's the point of being allies with that? Well, here we are. So that's not a bad route I've taken. Sort of, I think that's been a bit of a shortcut actually. I think so. So what we're doing here, and we'll get to the Black Boy Fountain. Yeah, so there's so my claim is that our cultural, I'm sort of trying to look at this from an art perspective, you know, artistic perspective. From art, beauty. How's life in Newcastle? Why, aye. You need to get, you need to go into, I take it you didn't do geography at school. Yeah, you weren't very good at geography. So Newcastle, you know, there's Coppers, Newcastle, Aberdeen, Stirling, it's all Newcastle, yeah. So anybody from the north speaks like that, and fucking hell, there's a bike lane here. I'm just walking in it. This is Numptyville here. So that smells good. Yeah. So wait a bit. We'll get over now. Yeah. So they're all going to work, the NHS, which is a communist organisation. And there's a bus, Glasgow X36. Who the fuck would get that bus to Glasgow when you can get CityLink? I forget the name of this street. So what is happening is so there's two elements. We'll just stick to two elements, right? One is funding. Well, it's really one element, because they don't want to give funding for historical monuments. If it doesn't, I remember the government is full of feminists. They don't like anything that's at all masculine. It's filled with extremist lesbians. The government, it's the Scottish government. And it's because of diversity and inclusion. And obviously it's filled with people who don't come from, who are not British, or they're not Scottish. They don't give a shite about our history or culture. They only want to do is take advantage of it. And that's all we're going to do today, is we're going to go down and look at that fountain, do some videos of it, and the Christie clock, and then we're going to go home for breakfast. So, should take about an hour, and hopefully as long as everything works out alright, I don't run out of battery or data or something. So, so what they're doing is, they're deliberately withholding the funding. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll have a look at Langarth House on the way past here. Have a look at that. have a look at Langarth House, which I haven't looked at for a while. So because it doesn't fit the criteria, as in it doesn't follow their feminist ideology, communist, so that they'll knock it down. Right, so you say, well, they're not going to do that. Well, they did with the clock that was right next to it, which was a beautiful clock. And they brought a grab round and they conned people into believing that they were going to rebuild the clock, and they are not going to rebuild the clock. And people still believe that they're going to rebuild the clock, and they're not. They're just kicking the can down the road. They're not going to get the money for it. Right, so, I mean, this could all change. And during the argument with these guys about green communism, they sort of claimed that. So I pointed out the Reform Party, at the moment, is the only party that isn't pushing net zero and green communism, and that's because they could change. So it's basically what I'm saying is, don't trust the politicians. You know, the political. Don't trust politicians and don't trust political parties. So I'm trying to remain non-political with this. There'll be a way to deliver to that hospital. Felt Produce. That's a Gaelic name. Company from Glasgow. Which does look slightly incongruous when you see it in Glasgow. Felt. Gaelic. Because you don't really see Gaelic. Well, maybe names, but my name's anglicised. But it's Gaelic, it's Celtic. Ferguson. Well, I could be getting on the bus. Yeah, but we want to look at Langarth House. So, let's go down and have a look at that. So, unless there's a big, huge political change. So it's all about funding streams and money. Where does all the money come from? And that's the thing about it, is the funding streams. Where's the money come from? Who's paying for stuff? So they can have their hobby horse little. So like when they stop the net zero thing, they'll move on to something else, some other scam. So the hierarchical structure, it isn't fair. It's not fair. Nice little ornament at the front there. The hierarchical structure is unfair. But it should be fair, so that's what I would campaign, but I am campaigning for that, is for equality of opportunity, the equality of outcome, so people should be able to have reasonably priced electricity, energy, and so you see all the historic buildings down here, and money people, that's over there, is that's the police station up there. That's a job centre. I mean, that building's probably defunct now with the way things have went. What do they need that building for? They'll probably get rid of it. Yeah. Yeah. So, getting there. Still 10 people watching. So this is Scotland, this is not Newcastle. The Polis. It's not Newcastle, it's Scotland. Scotland. It's Scotland. So that's where we are right now. So we've created a bunch of resentful, narcissistic, whining twats. And the university system just produces people like that. They don't like this place, but they're happy to take the money. Ah, yeah. So Langarth House is on the right. I don't know if it was bound to be all. I don't know if they've knocked it down yet or what. That was another example. Langarth House. They left it to the elements. Just left it open. Eventually it caught fire. Some youngsters set fire to it. So there's the roadblocks. 10 miles per hour. Fucking 10. So there's that old building there. That'll be the gatehouse, I suppose. Traffic lights still work, way. Strange, isn't it? They've put bollards in it there, so we'll just go up here. Go and have a look, see what it looks like. Hiya. Oh right, they've got a crane and everything in there. I think I'll get the other video out actually. They fucked it totally. They totally fucked it. It's a bit difficult doing this. Actually, all days. Aye. So I've got a crane in there. Hey, welcome to the channel. We're at Langarth House. Unexpectedly. Wasn't really expecting this. Sorry guys. Right, so here we are. We're in Langarth House, but we're in the car park outside it, and it looks like we've got a crane. What a tragic shame that is. That was a fantastic building. So there's slates there. See the details and everything on it. Architectural. Was it William Leaper or something that designed it? Look at it. Fucked up by the. But I don't know if it's his ancestors. I suppose it was. I suppose it was. So we've got dangerous building. I don't know what the crane's for. Are they taking it down or what? JCJ Group. We'll have to get some pictures of this. So there you are, a beautiful building getting destroyed. There's a lot of fucking screeching coming on down here. Oh, see what I was going to not bother with. I wasn't going to bother with leg coverings. And it's like, there's a load of beasties and things that can actually fucking eat you. See the features of it. Dangerous building. Do not enter. It's fucked, isn't it? It's totally had it. They're just going to knock it down. I think that's what they're doing. Wow. I mean, there's... God, fucking thistles! So that's a sign there. Sometimes they get a bit uppity when you start filming them, but at the end of the day, if you're doing your job right, why would you, why? Oh, I did it in a bit too close. So this was this the entrance? Yeah, it probably was. So there was nothing actually wrong with the building. They just had it sitting empty and of course they don't want to spend money on security, do they? So they just have like fences like this up, and I mean the kids climb through the fence or whatever and got around there, set fire to the fucking place, and that was that. So I think we'll carry on to our destination, which is the Black Boy Fountain. It's pretty plain to see. It kind of looks like... I actually quite honestly don't know what they're doing with this building. I really don't know. I would imagine they're taking it down and they're going to build an obscenity up here. This is a perfect example of green communism. A beautiful building like this, and they don't want to spend money on it, but they'll spend money on bike lanes and shite and all sorts of crap, but not that, because that's part of our historical heritage, and they're not interested in it. So that's how I feel about that. I mean, it's probably the biggest grift out, isn't it? Working for the council. Working for the council. That's grift, isn't it? Like, that's communism. So that's a new building there that they built, and that's Stirling Council. There's a new building. So what's going on there, folks? Well, I wasn't intending coming back this way. We could come back and have a look another time. Another day. Couldn't we? I can't say... It doesn't seem like MD's really all that bothered about it. Right, so we're going to carry on live streaming. Thanks for watching this video. Langarth house looks like they're retrieving or so instead of getting their grab and knocking it to fuck down, they're taking some parts of it down carefully, it would appear. So we've got a crane there on hire. I don't know what they're lifting. I've seen all the tiles, the slates were all laid in a nice row round the back, so they're not getting their usual grab company in to knock it up. So thanks for watching this video, bye. Right, let's get going. We need to get down to... So that, I think I've said enough about that. What more can I say? What more can I say? Apart from that shit. What more? So I did a wee video there. Did a wee video. So this is where this is a communist hangout place. Yeah, in here. I need a pee, is what I'm needing. In here. Right. Oh, aye. So where are we going to go? We're going to go down to the Black Boy Fountain. Probably. It's all got down here. Oh, look at all this firewood. This has been pristine gardens at one time. It would have been. Pristine gardens. Ugh. Sorry about that. Sorry. Ugh. Sorry about that. So that dropped off. No, still 8 people watching, even though I disturbed for a few minutes. Right, let's go down to. Let's head down to. I'm actually not feeling great. It's really hot today. It's close, and I think we need to get down to thingy and get back home. That's what we need to do. Now, one thing you can always remember to say, if anybody asks you a question, if you want to piss them off, you can say, is that a rhetorical question? It's quite cool. It's a cool comeback. Well, you've got to, I suppose what you've got to do is try and calm down a bit, you know, and not get in, try not to jump in too much. Try not to jump in. Right, I'm just going to take a couple of pictures. So I've got so these things, there's an electric car. Fucking shit. It's a Nissan Leaf. See the things there? That's William Wallace, isn't it? It fucking looks like it. Fucking thing. These things look great. Yeah. So is that Robert the Bruce? William Wallace. Yeah. So that facade looks quite interesting, doesn't it? Council Eye. Right, we'll get going and we'll go down and have a look at the this view forth. We'll have a look at the. We'll go and have a look at the. I'm going to switch this one off and on again. It's fucking. It's annoying. Fucking mad cyclists. That's where the communists hang out. That's the ones that try to get us out of our cars. I don't know how to fucking do it. Oh, shit. Right, so we're going down to look at this black boy fountain. Then I'm going to get home from my breakfast. So I don't know what's going on there. You know, they just sort of... most people don't really care about what's going on. They don't have the time to bother about it. They're too busy just trying to survive. And that's what they do. Too busy trying to survive. What the fuck's this? Pallets and some signs. So that organisation has been starved, but the only money they get to spend is on, they get to spend it on that, the grift, the sustainable stuff, the climate bullshit. So if you end up speaking out about it, you just get, they don't like it, do they? So they're trying to make it socially unacceptable to speak out against. But then that's just what's going to happen. There'll be a different one comes along. So essentially what's happening is the pandemic thing's starting to come out in the open now. So we're going to get prosecutions. So the same thing should happen with the net zero thing, how they lied to us. So it's the politicians that are pushing. It's not scientists, it's the politicians that are pushing this stuff. And they're doing it on behalf of the globalists who are selling net zero. So they're selling the equipment and infrastructure, which is all in itself unsustainable. Haha, the irony. Right, so what we're going to do is so we're going to get this. This is my old phone and I've forgotten how to switch it off. Restart. I'm doing a restart on it. I've actually forgotten how to do it. This gimbal with me and I don't think it works properly. When I don't know how to use it, I haven't actually figured out how to use it. Sorry. Fucking hell, dropped you there. Retouch. What the hell's that? Retouch off. I don't know what retouch is. What's retouch? Right, let's get I think we'll probably I think the excitement seems to be wearing off. I think I'm going to use this phone to do the video, so I'll rejoin the live stream on the way back. How's that sound? Aye, that sounds like a plan. Well, maybe no, because I've already... Oh, I don't need to do that. Right, so here we are at the Black Boy Fountain. Oh, so we're going to have a look at it. We're at Black Boy Fountain. That's what we came here. So how's the best way to get across? You go over that way. You go over that way. You can't climb up there, can you? So there it is there. There's it right there. And so we'll need to cross right over. This lady's pressed the button, so it's fine. There's a mad cyclist there. They're all behind this. Oh look, I could get right across there into that steps. Couldn't I? And it's red. So it's red for both ways. Fucking it takes hours, doesn't it? Red, 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 red. The traffic's going to go. There's the bus. Follow us. So I'm aiming to go over there. Now I'll show you. There's a crusty clock over there. We'll get a picture of that. Right, so we're green, but only this way. Well, that's what I wasn't sure about. How do I get across there? Fucking run across. Look. There. So oh look, they've blocked off the fucking thing. Ding dong. So there's a crusty clock there. So they fucking tore it down. They tore it down, the bastards, right? It's Stirling Council. I'm not being sorry about this. I'm not sorry that I'm saying these things, because that's what they did. It's the truth. So here's the Black Boy Fountain. So it was working the other day, was what they were saying. It was working the other day, so that's really the fundamental reason why I've come down to have a look. But then they were saying it wasn't working. So what it is, it's got a pump, and it pumps water, and I think, did I have to test the water? Did I have to test the water? Every now and again, we test it. So as a society, we can't afford that. We can't afford to have a fountain working. And this was built erected to celebrate the end of the Black Death, the plague. So I tell you, they'll have this down. These green communists in Stirling Council, they'll have it down because they don't like it. They'll have a statue of Nicola Sturgeon put in there. Oh, Klaus Schwab. 733, don't drive that. My God. So there it is. That's what we came down to look at. That. Yeah, we did. Where did I put my freaking phone? That's what we came down to look at. Here we have the Black Boy Fountain in Stirling. It's only a matter of time. They're not looking after it, they don't care about it. And they're going to do the same to that as what they did to the Christie clock. That's if we let them. But that's the government. We need a systematic, we need to use their words against them. Systematic, systemic. There's a systemic culture in Scotland and Great Britain where our natural heritage is not important to the people that run the country or are in control of it in some form or another, and the vast majority of people, your average people, just don't really care because they're too busy trying to survive, and it's more difficult for them because the cost of energy is going up, the cost of transport's going up, the cost of food's going up, the cost of everything's going up. So it's difficult for them to survive. So they don't have time to worry about structures. And that's a fact. That is a fact. Should be a beautiful part of Stirling. They just don't have the inclination. That's what it is. They don't care. Right, so we'll go and have a look at the... So now we'll go and have a look at the Christie clock. We'll show you what Stirling Council did to that. Let's go and have a look and see what they did to the Christie clock. This was a beautiful place. I used to come here as a kid. Remember my uncle took me up here. It was a beautiful place. Yeah, it is there. So that's what they did to it. They fucked it totally. This, to me, this is a crime. Presented to the town of Stirling by his widow, Ellen Christie. Sovereign House Stirling, 3rd of March 1906. It's 1906. 1906. So that's the guy there. I mean, imagine looking into the future. Imagine looking at the future and thinking, this is what's going to happen to the monument to me as an individual, what the things I did for Stirling. And then it's going to be fucked up like that. It's quite tragic, isn't it? So they got a grab in, they put a big scarf. There's a video of it, Barry Ferguson on Stirling, from Stirling. If you search Barry Ferguson, you'll find it. And he's got a video of it getting. I don't know how he knew. Well, maybe he got told they were renovating it. There's a Bentley. So I need to get a picture of it. Right, so. So, that's what happened. We'll have to see what it says on the side of it, actually. Let's go and have a look. George Christie, Provost of Stirling, 1870, 1879. Provincial Grand Master of Stirlingshire, 1893-1902. So that's what the Green Communists don't like. Grand Master, they're not like that. But I love this. I think this is, well, I would love it if they hadn't knocked it down. You know. And it's unbelievable they've done this. And they'll find money for all sorts of things. You know, if they want to, they'll find the money for it. Just print it. They just print money. So it's unbelievable what they did. So they actually used the cheapest demolition company available to take it down. And as I say, if you go and look at Barry Ferguson's video, you'll see it. They just came in with a big grab. Like, it's a demolition company. Look at that driving. That's fucking unbelievable. What? Nah, you've not got it right. You've not got it right. You've not got it right. You fucked it. Oh, is that a parking sensors, that thing? Oh yeah, what a skill. What a fucking skill. So there's the bin people. So, so there it is. We've looked at it. I'm doing a video as well as doing a live stream, so I apologise for my skills, or maybe there's only 2 people watching. I must have fucked everybody right off. Aye, cool driving, like. Fucking impressive. It really is. That's Stirling. I mean, the whole Stirling Council's rotten. The whole thing about it. All these councils are. They're rotten to the core, and they're getting worse. And that's an example of how rotten they are. So there's a little car like stirlinggov.uk, a little wee car. There's a van. When everybody driving around here is being funded by Stirling Council. So I need to go back home for my breakfast. There's a delivery guy with a red Ford. Delivery man. Delivery man. I think his name's Tom or something. He's got a private number on it. I think it says that. Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going home for breakfast. That's what we're doing. Yeah, so I don't think it's far-fetched to believe that they do the same with that one. I don't think so. I think anything's possible, especially with them lot. It's because of the connotations as well. And you always go, oh, well, you're a conspiracy theory. I don't work for the CIA. And, you know, it's a nice wheels in the Ford. It's a conspiracy theory. It's not. It's real and it's happening. And that all we're going to land up with is loads of new builds and fields, and our main infrastructure, our main culture is just going to disappear because they're replacing it with a communist agenda, and it's corporate greed. So they're actually building battery facility just outside Plain. I think they're going ahead with it. And that's the government that's pushing that. That's insane. Who agrees with that? So like a lot of these academic types, like the guy that Ian McRobbie, he's the type because he's reading out the SNP playbook. He's looking it up. What they do is, if you say something, they go and look it up. They can't think for themselves, even though he's supposed to be an academic. He's not an academic. He's a twat, and he's just following orders. So what they do is they look up the book. What do you say if somebody says that? Oh, tell them it's vital to save the planet. And that's where all that shit's come from. Well, I think the live stream's turned into a bit of a failure today, for some reason or another. Alright, so I think I might just give up on it. Right, thanks for watching it anyway. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along with me to look at the Black Boy fountain. That one. Thank you. Bye. And the Christie clock.